Hello, welcome to the channel. Now, in the last video, I showed you how to create an application or how to work with inheritance, right? We created a class which had like a base class that had all the program, and then we created some derived classes from the base class. So today I'm gonna explain about a very interesting topic. This is called abstraction. Okay, so what is this and how do we use this? Well, basically, when you talk about an application, a project, a game, a website, anything that has programs in the background, in the back end, there will be some kind of commonality between the object and the class. For example, the object here is called vehicle, or let's say let's take the old example called hotel booking. Okay, you want to go on a vacation, you want to book some hotels, so you can open any website and book hotels from that website. For example, you want to book a single or a double like two bedrooms, right? There are rooms which have two beds. You can combine them, or you can sleep individually. You also have AC and non-AC. You also have like smoking option. There are some rooms that have smoking option. There are some rooms that don't have smoking option. So in this case, when you talk about programming this kind of scenario, we need to write a program for this, right? Now, when you talk about this is called hotel booking, right? Now, when you talk about ticket booking, so in ticket booking, again, you have like train ticket, flight ticket booking. In flight tickets, we have economy and we have business. So in this case, when you want to like it is similar to, like, the program is similar to this one: single, double, AC, non-AC, economy, business. You also have window seats. You also have um, like um, domestic flights or international flights, like that. So when you talk about these kind of programs, when you talk about these kind of projects, every project has a lot of program in the back end, right? But when I say in the front end, when I want to let's say book, when I click on the book, this is a button called book. When I click on the button book, it should book a some kind of, like, let's say I'm booking a ticket, so it should book a ticket. If I'm booking a hotel, it should book a hotel room, right? If I'm booking, let's say, film ticket, movie ticket, I want to watch a movie this weekend, or next weekend, so I want to book a movie ticket online. So in the same way, we have a book button. You select the movie, you select the theater, you select the seats, whichever seat is available, and then you pay the price and you book it. So when you click on the book button, what happens in the background? In the background, it will say book seat. Okay, most probably it will give date, it will give time, it will also have seat number, whichever seat number you are trying to book, and movie ID. Okay, some programmers, what they do is they generate this date and time in the backend, in the server side. So most of the times you only have seat number and movie ID and theater ID. So these three things will be sent to the backend. There it will generate the date, time, and all your like details, the personal details that you have on a ticket. Everything will be generated in the backend, and then a record is created in the database. Now you book a seat. So you have a online like a email kind of mail sent to you, you can show the mail, or you can also take a printout, right? So when you want to do these kind of projects, you must write a program where when you click a button, it should book a seat. What happens when you're booking a seat need not to be shown in the front end. The front end only has this function, book seat, and that function requires three variables. I'm just explaining in a simpler way so that you can understand. In a project where you have a button, you click the button, this function works. In this function, you have three variables. These three variables are taken and the function executes. What happens in the backend? Nobody knows. How it happens? Nobody knows. Nobody need to know. All you need to know, nobody need to know. Understand? All you need to know is when you execute this function, it will execute. That's all. So these kind of behaviors is called abstraction. Creating a program where you are showing only the essential functionalities of the object. The object here is ticket booking. As I said in the first video, objects are nothing but the applications that you're working on. So ticket booking, let's say theater ticket booking, or bus ticket booking, flight ticket booking, or any other ticket booking application is the object. The essential thing in that is book a seat. So when you want to book a seat, or in this case when you want to book a room, you just create a function for that and you pass the essential data. You don't need to worry about how the program is working in the backend. That program will be handled by the backend developers. Okay, whoever is in the backend writing the programs, they will take care of the backend programming. All you do in the front end is call this function. This is called as abstraction. Creating an application where you only just execute the function, and the function will execute and the function will show the result. Okay, so what is abstraction? Abstraction basically means hiding the program and only showing the essential components, of the object. Let's say the object is a game. Okay, let's say a game. We have player, we have like dungeon, we have bosses, we have monsters, we have items and all that. So let's say the player is fighting a monster. So the player if the player wants to move, so we just say move to x comma y. If the player wants to attack, say attack whichever monster name we have, that monster name will be given here, and some damage, whatever damage you want to inflict. Now when you say move to xy, attack, monster name, damage, you don't need to write the program. For example, if you are working in the front end, you don't need to write you don't need to know, you don't need to know how the player is moving or how the player is attacking. Maybe this damage is also not needed. It is internally calculated. Let's say you have a weapon and the weapon damage plus your stat damage will be inflicted on the target. Understand? So in this case, what I'm saying is when you say move to xy, you don't know whether it is a single straight vector line or it is a pathfinding algorithm, A star Dijkstra algorithm, or maybe it's some kind of vector algorithm, vector programming, where it is just moving in a straight line with a magnitude and etc etc. So you don't need to know all that. All you need to know is when I say move to some coordinate, move to the coordinate. That's all. When I say attack, attack the monster. The monster's damage, defense, all of that will be taken into consideration. Your damage, defense will be taken into consideration, and then the damage will be happening in the back end. So all of that will be happening in the back end. None of this will be shown to the front end. That means in the front part where the object is used. So when you are creating an application like this, you need to write a program so that you need to write a program in this way so that your objective is clear. This is called abstraction. Abstraction is all about making the objective clear, hiding the like how to part and showing what part. Let's say um, we have a saying like this, like hide the how to and show what to do, right? Just show what to do and hide the how it is doing. How it is doing you don't need to know. All you need to know is what to do here. Do you want to move or do you want to attack? That's all. Just say attack and it will attack. You say move to, it will move to. You don't need to know how it is doing it. That is called abstraction. Okay. So what is the use of this? The use of this is when you're using the application does not have huge amount of programs. The application will only have simple function calls. Simple function call like this or like this, or maybe in this case we have a function call like this, book seat. Let's say I made an application where I'm adding items like in e-commerce. Okay, so in e-commerce I have a lot of items. So I say add to cart some item 1. That's all. When I say add to cart item 1, I don't need to know what is happening in the background. All I need to know is if I click here, is it going into the cart or not? Yeah, if it is going, then fine. And again, when I say show bill, I don't need to know how it is showing the bill. All I need to know is it printing the invoice properly or not? Understand? This is called abstraction. You don't need to write the program completely in the front end. All you need to do is use the function. So then where is the program? The program is in the class. The program will be in the classes. Here in this case, this is the class. The program will be here. It is hidden in the classes. All you need to know is just use this function and it will work. How it is working, where it is working, which part of it is working in which way, all that part is hidden, and all you do is just use the function and it will work. So this is called abstraction. Abstraction is a simple example, a simple concept in OOPS concepts, which is also the most important concept in OOPS concepts. Here you are not designing the program or you're not working the program like you're not writing the program, writing the code in such a way that it is complex or it is like spaghettified. You're not writing the program in such a way that anybody can call anything. No, you're writing the program in a structured manner. In the first video, the objects and classes, I explained what is modularity. Modularity means when you're writing the program, you're writing individual blocks of code. These individual blocks of code will later can be used wherever you want to use them, like Lego blocks. Whenever you want to create a small castle or a design model, you can assemble these Lego blocks and you can create a model based on this idea that you have. So modules are like that. You create these classes, individual classes, and these individual classes will have all the program, which is abstraction. Now you just need to use them. All you need to know is how all you need to know is where to use them and what to do. That's all. How it is used, how it is linking, how it is mixing each other, how it is connected to each other, that is none of your concern. All of your concern is what you want to do and where you want to do it. That's all. Okay, so abstraction is all about explaining the pattern, the design of the code, writing the design of the code, or you can say blueprint of the code. The blueprint is a perfect way to explain this. You don't need to know how the building is built. All you need to know is what you are doing and what you need to do in this place. That's all. Okay, how to will be taken care by the workers, by the backend program. This is called creating a blueprint first. So once you know what a class is having, what kind of program you're going to write, what kind of functions, methods, variables, whatever you want to call it, all of that is, once you figure it out, then you start creating your application. This way you don't have to worry about like missing any feature. You don't have to worry about like if I add something in the middle, will it break? It doesn't scare you anymore once you figure out everything. This is what abstraction is giving you. Abstraction is giving you the power to figure out what is the class used for, and what will it be used for. Once you understand how to use the class, where to use the class, now you know what the class is used for, where to use it, how to use it. And it is easy to create applications once you plan out everything. As we know that if you build a house without a blueprint, the house will collapse. So once you build a blueprint of your application, then you can understand, okay, I want this program here, I want these functions, and these functions will be linked together in the backend in this way. All of that is once figured out, then you create the application. Understand? So this is called abstraction. Abstraction is all about figuring out the essential parts which are needed for the application to work. What to do, that is the main concept here. What to do to make the application work. Okay, so let me show you a simple example. First of all, I'm going to create a class here. It's called abstraction demo. Okay, I'm going to create a simple class, a simple example here, where I'm going to show you how a cart is working. Okay, cart, item carts, or you can say e-commerce cart. So in this case, what I'm saying is I'm going to create a cart. C equal to new cart. So first of all, I need to show the items. So I need items here. Where are the items? The items will be from the item manager. I manager equal to new item manager class. See, I don't have any classes here. It's all just showing errors. The reason because there are no classes. I'm just figuring out what my application requires. Okay. So the item manager will have items. These items I can add to the cart. So when I say system.out imanager dot get item 1. So initially when I say get item 1, I'll get the item. Now if I want to add this to the cart, so what you will say, c dot add item imanager dot get item 1. So when I say like this, that cart will be added, that item will be added to the cart. And I'll also add one more item to the cart like this, 2, and then I will say c dot show bill. So as soon as I say c dot show bill, it will show the amount of the price of the item that I have added in the carts. If I want to remove it, I will simply say c dot remove item. Let's say remove item 1. Okay, and just remove the first item. Or if I want to say remove item 0 or 2, I'll remove the second item. So in this case, I'll simply just add item and remove item. Easy. Now, let's copy this bill and place it here. So 2 times. I just show the bill once and then bill second time. Okay. So to do all this, first I need item manager, then cart, then I also need items. So let's create those. First of all, let's create item class. The item class will have individual IDs, of course. Each individual item will have its own individual ID, int ID, and public string item name, right? You can use encapsulation here using private and private. So in this case, public item int id string item name. Okay, this dot id equal to id, this dot item name equal to item name. Now when I say item name like this, I need to have some getters. So int get id, return id, and public string get item name, return item name. Right, so this is our item class. Next we need item manager class. Item manager. In this class we will have a private list item list. So this will have all the items. Let's import this class first of all. AWT util list. So in this case we will have an item manager. Item manager is a class that have all the items, that has all the items. So obviously whatever item you want to show, like mobiles, shoes, watches, everything will be in this class. Okay, so I'm saying item list equal to new array list item close. Okay, now I'm just adding a few items here. List equal to new item list dot add new item. Okay, so here it is, number 1, and item name I'm just giving a shoe 1. Let's add one more item here, 2, 3, 4. So there are 2, 3 and 4. So there is one watch 1. There is a jeans. There is also, let's give another shoe here, shoe 2, right? And I also need to add prices for this. So individual shoes also have prices. Int price. You can also add discounts if you want. If you're interested in, you can also add discounts. I'm just showing for a simple demonstration, but if you are working with a project, you need to also add discounts, and this is also not integer, this should be double, because when you add discounts, the value will change, right? So this is where this is done. Public int get price, right? Return price. All right, so here we have the item manager, and this one is 100, this one is 67, this one is 45, and this one is 80, 89 or 80. Okay, so now we have the items. Now what do we need? We need a cart to store these items. So let's create a cart here. Cart will have a simple public cart, right? This one will have a list of item called cart items. Okay, so cart items equal to new array list. Util list, right? So here we have the cart items. Now we need to add the item to the cart. So for that I'm saying public void add item. The item I that I sent here will be added to the cart. Cart items dot add item. Right, we also need to remove the item. So void remove item, and I'll send an index. So that item, cart item dot cart items dot remove index -1. But in case if I send 0, that will means -1. Index of -1 is not existing. So I'll write like this: if index is greater than 0, or you can say index is less than equal to 0, then you just return the code, nothing else. Okay, this is a fail safe. Fail safe means if index is greater than 0, then return. You can also give another fail safe, or index is greater than cart items dot size. If it is greater than size, then also you return. If it is less than 0 or greater than 0, then you return, or else you decrease that, remove that item. Okay, this is a fail safe thing. You can also add the similar thing here. Like you don't need to you don't want to add two similar items, two watches. So when you are clicking the same watch twice, you need to just increase the quantity. You can also do that if you want. Okay, I'm just giving a demo here. I can also write all the program and everything. As I said, abstraction is all about hiding the code. It is not showing the code. The hiding the code means here I just say add. So when I say add item, it will just simply add the item. That's all. It doesn't mean it doesn't show how the item is added. Okay. Now, in this case, we are saying get item from the item manager. So when I say item get manager item, public item get item int index. So I'll get the item from the item list dot get index. You can also add the similar thing here, like if it is less than 0, if index less than equal to 0, or index greater than, you get the point, right? You can write the program in this way: size then return, or else you get the value, right? You can return null, else this. So this is a kind of fail safe thing. You can when you're working with projects, you understand this concept. Okay, now, so here we got the item. Now c dot show bill. Show bill is a very interesting thing. When you want to show the bill from the cart, you need to have items in the cart. Now how do you show bill? That is the thing. Public void show bill. First of all, I'm taking an int price. Okay, I'm taking an int price. Here I'm saying for item I in cart items, item I in cart items, that means each and every item, we just get the item price, and we'll say price plus equal to, initially the price is 0, so price plus equal to I dot get price. That's all. Just add the price and we show the output. We can also try using discounts in this case. You can also add a discount here. Okay. So once this is done, we simply say system out final, or you can say total bill. Total bill is price, or you can also say bill equal to 0. In this case, bill equal to 0 bill, and at the end we show the bill. Okay, so when you talk about show bill, you will see the bill. Now I already added the items. I just simply show the bill here. Now when I click run, you will see that initially you have get item. Get item will give a single item here. Then when I added 2 items to the cart and say show bill, what is it showing? It is showing 112. Why? Let's see. I want to see c dot show items. See, I'm not saying I'm not printing the data here. I'm just saying show item. Now go to the cart class and write a function here to show the items in the cart. Public void show items. In the same way for item I colon cart items. Okay, now I'll just simply type this and we'll say I dot get name item name plus I dot get price. Just show these two, and now you'll see what we have in the cart. So when I say public void show items, what happened? Okay. Oh, there are no items in the cart. Yeah. Sorry, I should write this here. I should have written this here. So when I say show items, so instead of saying show items, I'll just call this item directly in the bill itself. So as I said here, I'll say show items directly here. Instead of writing it individually again, I'll just make it private. So now when I say show bill, it will show the items in the cart, shoe 2 and jeans 1, and will show the amount. And then I also removed the one of the item, so I just get the final amount in the item. This is called abstraction. See, when I say show bill, it is just showing the bill. In the bill you need to see the items, right? In the bill you need to see the items that you are purchasing and the total amount that you need to pay. So this is your abstraction. Abstraction basically means just show or just use the essential functionalities and hide all the program in the backend. This is how you hide the program in the backend. Everything is given in the classes. Nothing is given in the front end. The front end is completely clean. It is just a simple front end. You can see here. Okay. So you created the item manager, created the cart, added some items and showed the bill. Now you remove some item and show the bill again. This is called abstraction. Abstraction is very simple. You simplify the program. You simplify what you are doing, how you are doing, and where you are doing it. That's it. Okay, you have an item class that has all the program required for the item object. You have an item manager class that has all the program required for the item manager object. And then you have cart class that is having all the programs for the cart object. So these are three different things individually working together. Okay, this is called abstraction. So abstraction is all about simplifying your program. It is not about complicating it, it is simplifying it. I hope you understand. If you have any more doubts about this concept, or if you want to ask any more things about this concept, regarding this concept, you can ask in the comment section. And yeah, if you are like interested to learn more of these concepts like OOPS concepts or Java concepts in general, you can just comment down below and I'll make topics on those. Mostly my concept is about, the thing that I'm doing here is not to teach you how it is working. I'm trying to teach you where it is used. Like, we all learn how to use inheritance, abstraction, and all of that, but we don't know where it is used in the projects. I'm just showing you where it is used. Okay, this is not the only way to do it. As I'm saying since the day one, what I'm showing you is not the only way of writing programs. I'm just showing you the way that is mostly used. Okay, so if you don't use this way, you can also work in your own way. Everyone have their own style of writing program. So just learn these basic things and then you work on your own. This is why design patterns exists, like data driven design, factory driven design. We also have component based design, like that. So there are many different patterns that exist in Java or in programming in general to help you write your own programs. Okay, so I don't want to drag this anymore. So this is a simple concept. I don't want to drag this concept anymore. So let's close this concept here. Abstraction is all about hiding the code and only showing the essential functionalities. This is all about abstraction. So this is like creating blueprints. Okay, I hope you understand this. If you have any more doubts, or if you want to ask anything else, you can ask in the comment section. The comment section is completely open. Thank you for watching.